Welcome in, y'all. Cowboy here. Today we're going to be talking about the most new player-friendly build in the game that I could come up with personally. Reason I'm doing this, guys, Season 4 is right around the corner. Um, I think there's going to be some interest in new players and returning players. So if you're one of those guys, give this a look. If you're a vet and you just want like an easy ship build that low effort, easy to make, yields high results, this is for you. So we're choosing the cutter as our go-to boat for this. A couple of reasons why. Primarily, the accident forgiveness on it, but also it's going to be a very easy boat to acquire early on. I think the game even like forces you to craft this boat if you want to do part of the main quest line. So um, everybody should have it. But we're taking it because it gives you passive healing. Very nice passive healing. It's going to also give you passive severe clear, so you don't ever have to worry about like taking flooding damage or clearing that status effect because your boat passively does it by itself. Also, if you miss blocks because you're new, like you don't brace cannonballs in time or brace the right ship mechanic, like you got accident forgiveness, you're good. So let's talk about what you guys should be using with this boat though, because that's 90% of a build. I recommend the Hung Yi Pow for a multitude of reasons for your bow and your stern. This is the front and the back of the boat. Number one, Hong Yi Pao is easy to get. If you played Season 3, this is in the Battle Pass. If you didn't play Season 3, you can do any of the Season 3 bosses, such as Lin Ting Ning or Commander Zhang. I'll show you guys on the map what they look like real quick. So this is Commander Zhang. He spawns here. I believe you can drop it, but I know that the Li Ting Ying, so the Glorious Phoenix, will drop it. The Flames of the Phoenix, which is like an easier version of Hurt You Kill, will drop it. Just go to these events, guys. Call for help. I'm sure somebody will come, more than likely. And in that chest, she has a chance to drop those for you. But, anyways, that's my number one recommendation for this. The reason why is, again, easy to get and it gives you provoking. Well, why is provoking good? Provoking is going to force the target to taunt, like to aggro to you if it's PvE, but it also decreases the amount of damage they do to you by 10%. So we're taking this for the free damage mitigation it gets, or gives, I should say. Basilisk is going to be your broadside weapon. Now, a key difference between these guys that you should note is we're not taking bombards on the broadsides. We take bombards on the bow and the stern, the front and the back, because they only have 2 gun ports. If you take bombards on the starboard or the port, you're actually losing out on 3 gun ports, which is not very plus ultra. So take Basilisk, either a Culverin or a Demi Cannon. I recommend the Basilisk 3 specifically because it's one of the only weapons that is a all-deck weapon that will give piercing, which is increased weak spot damage, and it's one of 2 that has Raider, which is going to increase your crew attack build-up, your charge rate. Let's talk about our auxiliaries. We'll talk more about this in a minute when we get to furniture, but for right now, we're talking about weapons, auxiliary. I highly recommend the repair mortar, guys. These are super easy to get. You, as per a recent update, can actually heal yourself with these if you just arc it as close as you can in front of you while you're going full speed, like trimming full speed into it. You're going to make it to this every single time. You're going to get that almost 20k heal out of this, and it's only got a 20-second cooldown. You can also heal other players with it, which is pretty nice if you're playing with friends. The other alternative is Little Grace 3, and while this is a higher quality weapon, it's got some serious downsides. It does heal for more than the repair mortar does, because this is this amount per second for 20 seconds right here, but it requires you to maintain a stationary position within the buoy radius, and not only that, guys, the buoy can be destroyed before this 20 seconds is up, and then you're just out of luck for the next 20 seconds until it reloads. So not only does it die to boss mechanics like random stray fire, missed mortars, missed bombards by the enemy, friendly players, even in PvE, like even without PvP mechanics engaged or anything, can destroy your buoys. So be cautious of this if you choose to use it. That's why I think Repair Mortar is better. It's just more immediate, and less goes wrong with it, other than just missing it outright, which sucks. In terms of armor, guys, I'm personally taking Immortal Vessel because if you play Season 3, again, you'll have this out of the Battle Pass super easy. I'm not sure how you're supposed to get this in Season 4, so I do have a couple alternatives for you guys. Black Prince being one of them. You're going to do the Skurlock's quest line until you unlock his little shop that you can buy stuff from him from. You're going to choose this armor right here. And when you're under 33% health, you get 40% damage mitigation, which is significant. It sucks to have to be in that execute threshold to get it, but it's still, it's life-saving, guys. This is without a doubt, like the tankiest armor that you can have. Other good options, guys, if you don't like that one, you can use Phoenix Crest, is decent. Although this is more difficult to get, or if you want to go easier to get, Abyssal is a good option. This is going to decrease the duration of a blaze and give you these mitigations. It's pretty decent. And there's one more option. I'm forgetting the name, so we'll just go check it. If you guys don't know how to get to this screen right here, guys, if you're on PC, hit K. If you're on console, go to Map and then tab over to the Knowledge tab. And we're just going to go to Armor. You can look at all the armors available right here. So Abyssal is one of the ones I recommend if you're brand spanking new. Voltaea's Ward is like the shock equivalent of Abyssal. This is the fire equivalent of Abyssal. And then I think Gamba Kobe, yeah, right here. Gamba Kobe is going to reduce the amount of damage you take from Flooded. I suspect Season 4, because it's like the depths themed, is going to have Flooded damage, so this might be a good alternative if you're just getting into the game, because 40% mitigation on flooding is massive, as well as decreasing damage taken from the status effect by almost 30%. That could be really, really, really strong, guys. So just be aware of that. Getting into the furniture for you guys, our major furnishing piece, you have two options. I recommend Scrapping Station because every time you crew attack, you'll heal for 8,000 health. I'll show you guys how OP this is in a minute. Stick around for the video, the little clip at the end. This is a really strong, just general survivalist piece of furniture. If you end up going like Black Prince, guys, Rigging Station is really good to pair with that because the Black Prince gives you that massive 40% damage mitigation when you're under 33%. This will help you even more when you're under 20% health. You're going to heal 1% of your health per second, so that's a total of we'll say 1.5% of your health per second. It doesn't sound like much, but you'll have so much mitigation when you're at that last little quarter of your life. Healing 1.5% of your health per second is huge. So that's going to be your major furnishings. For your minor ones, I recommend you guys get your max health up. So double point hole is a really easy way to do that, as is beam supports. You can craft double planked hole. I have like 50 of these, so just ask me for one in the comments if you'd like one. I will happily meet up and give it to you if you don't have one. You can get these from Commander Zhang. I already just showed you guys where to fight him. He's on like the most eastern part of the map, or the furthest right part of the map. Very easy to get. They also drop from like just random chests sometimes. So, and then we're gonna go with Spiked Warhorn. This is going to increase our charge rate of the crew attack, so that vulnerability charge rate that the Culverins do, those basilisks that we do. This is going to increase the damage, and this is going to increase the damage and charge rate, and give us a little thing that regenerates our stamina outside of combat, which is very nice quality of life. And then you get that. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention. You get all these. You can just craft them. They're super easy. Just go buy the recipe, craft these two buffs. This one's a little more complicated to craft, but you just get it from Skurlock, same as the Black Prince. You can buy this from Skurlock or Rama. I can't remember which at this time, but very easy to get, guys. Just do the quest line. You'll unlock both those things around the same time. And then we'll go over here. We'll show you guys how tanky this build is. Let me edit scene. There we go. Now you guys should be able to see my health. Let me quit this event, guys. A little pro tip for you: if you see these buyouts, you can use these to teleport around the map. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Because we have the repair mortar, guys, we aren't going to be doing as much damage as if you took that off and went with like Crouching Tiger or like a Leopold, but that's okay because it gives us a lot of like a rather large safety net. Alright, so we already broke a paddle. We're just going to hit a crew attack and just slowly circle this guy. So it's 32,000 damage. Not the most, not the worst. Alright, another crew attack. Watch our health, guys, through this whole thing. Like, we're eating this man alive. I really like the performance of the cutter as well. It's very, it handles very well. Crew attack. Crew attack. Crew attack. Crew attack. And because we don't have a weak spot to damage anymore, the crew attack is going to build slower, but it's still not like impossible to build. And now we just board. And one of the reasons that boarding is so good, guys, is we actually get bonus loot. You get chances at like gear and stuff if you're doing where is it? Yeah, these little convoys right here. If you board for these, you can get like whole armors and just yeah, you have a better chance if you go board like Lepest. You have a better chance of getting his weapons. If you board the twins, again, same thing. You have a chance of dropping weapons for him and more materials and this, that, and the other. But that's a good example of that. And I was hoping that we would have a decent sized boss up, but I'm not seeing one. So I'll just insert a little clip right here. Alright guys, and here's the clip in question. Now this is just a little bit of proof that I was not lying earlier when I said the larger the health pool and the more players at the boss, the larger the health pool as well, the harder the crew attack is going to be hitting. So obviously this boss, the crew attack, this is the Halloween boss, available through like October 20 something to like November 20th, I think. This boss takes a long time to build the crew attacks on, even if we're getting weak point damage like that, sadly, but that's okay, because when we do hit, guys, as you can see right here, the crew attack is going to absolutely crank for 111,000 damage. And the more people that are present that are actually using these culverins, the basilisk or like the zamzamas, the faster this will charge for everybody and the more damage everybody can do. And you really just want to spam that R button a couple times here. Some people got the R off for that crew attack before I could, but that's okay. Anyways, I just wanted to show you guys this so you didn't think I was a liar, and so you guys can appreciate just how slept on and how overpowered crew attacks really can be when used correctly. And if you guys enjoyed the content, please like, subscribe, follow, especially if you're new, guys. I'm doing a giveaway right now. At 250 subscribers, you have a chance to win the giveaway. I'm going to be giving away the entirety of my stash, which is I have every weapon in the game, I have every armor in the game, every furnishing, lots of materials, lots of gold, whatever you need.